Welcome to the living room. Your boy Looney here. You know we gonna put that boat do zip.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Welcome to the living room. Your boy Looney here. You know we put that boat do zip. And today we got that new Superman trailer, baby. I'm ready for this. Oh yeah. Breakdown after the trailer. Let's get into this.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Ooh.
Sure.
Okay. See what y'all got going on here.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
I like his voice. The
Recently,
deepness.
you've come under a lot of fire for
I
what
know,
some
it's a
might.
lot of
it's
fire,
a lot.
Yeah, it looks like the suit's been burned.
Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions.
I know that's Rick Flag
That's fine.
Sr.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not.
Was that
the one
Ultraman?
who interviewed Superman.
I see that you.
Did you consult with the
Lex?
president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States will
representing
cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world.
And doing good.
Okay, they're calling into question
I would
how does it
question
work
myself
for
in
a
the same
super
situation
person
and
like this.
Consider the consequences.
People
What
were
the hell was
going
that?
to die. Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Ooh, I love the fly! Fly, 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 fly! Yes! Oh, look at that. What up, Crypto? Just killing the robots.
Your choice.
Or,
Your action.
okay.
That's what makes you who you are.
Yeah, he's alive. Hopefully he doesn't die. This is terrific. T-Spheres, okay.
He's not a man. He's an it.
Ooh. Hold up.
He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation.
Hawk Girl.
I will not accept
Ooh.
that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
Hey, we're going to mock Kent. Guy Gardner. Clearly Cat Grant. Metamorpho. Okay. Who the hell just punched him back down? Huh?
You have a dog?
Yeah. Goddamn Crypto. You gotta love it. Alright. That looks amazing. I'm really excited for what we got going on in here. Talk about just some of the things that I saw. Just watching that. We got Metamorpho, so he can basically become any element. I'm wondering if he's gonna do the whole become Kryptonite. I think that could potentially happen here. What I find most interesting is the person in the big ass iron suit. I don't know who the hell that is. Never encountered that before. I've never seen anything that looks like that. The closest I can think of is maybe that could be Lex. Is he? Are we finally going to get a Lex Luthor that actually makes his super suit to fight Superman? Because that'd be dope. That'd be dope. It better be green and purple though. If it ain't green and purple, boycott. But so I'm thinking maybe that's Lex in like a early stage of his super suit trying to fight Superman, but I don't know. But I'm leaning in that direction. Could be wrong. But one thing that I definitely know I saw that caught me off guard is Ultraman. Ultraman? Only one character I know rocks that U, and that's Ultraman. If you do not know who Ultraman is, he is a evil version of Superman from Earth 2, part of the crime syndicate, where they have an evil version of Flash, Wonder Woman. Their evil Wonder Woman is called Superwoman. Can't remember what the evil Flash's name is. It's like Johnny or something. He wears. I can't remember his name. I remember I saw one animated movie where he ended up dying, but I don't remember what that's called. So can't help you there. What else did we see? Because there was a lot. We got Crypto doing crypto stuff. I'm wondering how they're going to explain Crypto's origin. Is it going to be more like the comics? Because there's been a lot of Crypto origins. Okay. The original one I encountered as a kid was that in Krypton they were using the dogs as basically test dummies. They were sending them up into space to test things out. Crypto was one that was paired with Clark. It was actually sent ahead of before Superman was ever sent to Earth, but due to time stuff, black holes, who knows, whatever the writer wrote down, time caused it so that even though he left well before Clark, he didn't arrive to Earth until after Clark did. A couple years, like I think Clark was a teenager. I think this was during the time frame of Superboy. When he finally showed back up. And then after that, he was kind of wiped out. And then Crisis on Multiple Earths, I swear Superman was in like another dimension. And in that dimension, there was a Crypto, if I recalling that properly. DC retcons and redos, and we're starting over a lot. I swear they've done at least 2 or 3 in the last 15 years. There was New 52, and then there was Rebirth. And then they did Metal. I don't know if Metal was a reboot or not, but it kind of looked like it from the outside looking in, because I decided not to jump on Metal. I like Soup Suit. Everything's looking good there. Lex looks good. Looks a little too clean for me, though. The bald head with the just piercing blue eyes. I don't know what they're going to do with that Lex. I do not like the fact that the name of the company is Luthor Corps. I don't like that. It has to be all about Lex. So hopefully by the end of that movie, maybe that sign gets like wrecked. Well, that doesn't look like a sign. It looks like a bridge. Hopefully that bridge gets wrecked, and it just leaves the L and Corp there. And then he sees that, you know what? I like it shorter, and becomes Lex Corp. That's what I think would be dope, because I would prefer it to be Lex Corp. Clearly Lois knows Soups is Soups, which I think only makes sense at this point. You can't keep doing these movies and it's some magical, what? You're Superman? How did I know? You're only a Pulitzer Prize winning writer. Like, what are we talking about? You're supposed to be one of the greatest, news reporters, investigators that there is. But yet you can't tell the dude who just throws on some glasses and combs his hair is a walking god. So I thank them for that. What else did we see? Rick Flag Sr. That got spoiled for me a while ago. I heard that Rick Flag Sr. was going to be in this. I do not know the connection, other than apparently from this trailer he's Secretary of State or military or some shit. So he's calling in some things. I'm trying to understand why Ultraman is walking around with Lex. And the chick that's walking around with Lex, I don't know who that is. Like, she has little spinny blades coming out of her hand, so I'm not familiar who that is. Just saw the appearance, there's nothing sticking out. So that's the only one. So I'm geeked out about Metamorpho, especially Ultraman, now that I've been able to actually see him walking, and you see that you see him put Soup's face into the goddamn street. What we talking about, baby? So that could be dope right there. I'm also curious to see how we handle Mr. Terrific in this. For one reason and one reason only. I hope they did not change his backstory, because Mr. Terrific's backstory is dope and heartbreaking at the same time. He was a decathlon, all that stuff. He's smart as hell. I think he has like 13 or 14 PhDs. Made a company that can rival Rain Tech, made the T-Spheres. But what really caught my attention with Mr. Terrific was when I came across his origin with him and his wife, who was pregnant with his unborn child. And Mr. Terrific gets into an argument with her over, is God real? Because she's going to church. So he's like, there's no point in going to church. God does not exist. And because he gets into that argument with her, she gets delayed going to church. Because she gets delayed, she ends up getting in a horrible accident where she and the unborn baby die. So that's a really big, pushing, motivating thing for Mr. Terrific. That's the main reason I wasn't a big fan of Mr. Terrific on, what was that? Arrow? Yeah, they took that away from him. I mean, you can give him another story, but I find that to be a core thing about Mr. Terrific because that pushes him a lot. The knowing that if he had have not pushed that argument, his wife and unborn child could be here. I find that to be a really big motivating thing. So I'm curious to see what he does. Hawk Girl, I've never been a big fan of hers. She also has too many different kind of stories. Is she from Thanagar or is she a reincarnation? Who knows? Who knows? We'll find out when we see that. Guy Gardner, I'm going to be honest. I want Batman to show up sooner than later because one of the greatest things I've ever seen in comics, one of the greatest, was when Guy Gardner talked shit and Batman egged him on until he got Guy to fight him, and then Batman knocked out Guy Gardner in one fucking punch. Oh, it's one of the glorious things. I want to say that's Justice League International, I believe, which is kind of like a funnier. It's kind of weird. Justice League International, but yeah, Batman KO'd his ass. So I want to get to a moment where we can share that, and I think that's all that I caught in there. I don't want to see anything else. I'm ready for this movie. What, we got like less than 2 months? Let's bring it on. I do like the theme as well. I have listened to the entire theme, especially after seeing Superman 78, which I just saw for the first time like 3 months ago. Spider-Man 2 is coming. I'm sorry. I tried looking for the Donner cut. I could not find it streamable. I don't know what that's about, but I couldn't find it. So we're going to be dropping Superman 2 and maybe Superman 3. I've been told to never touch Superman 4 Quest for Peace. How bad is that movie? How bad is that? Let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Let me know your thoughts on how excited you are for Superman, because it's been a long time coming. And I just have to say Man of Steel, which I love Man of Steel. But I also could understand why some people couldn't. Me, that's more up my alley. That's Superman I've always wanted to see. But, you know, but even I admit that Superman was too damn dark. At least lighten the suit up. But we'll see how that goes. But we'll see y'all in the next one. Yeah.
Go, 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 go.